I'm going to be making a Northern Lights tray today using this UV DTF sticker and this lovely druzy edge mould from Moulds and Shapes. I've picked out some colours that match in with the colours in the sticker. So we've got the cyan blue, we've got fuchsia pink, bright yellow, dark violet and spring green, and these are all in the Let's Resin mica powders. I'm also going to be using the Create and Bloom pigment in Almost Midnight. So I'm going to start off by adding some of the powders to the tray. I'm going to be doing like the mica powder and alcohol ink technique. So I'm just going to randomly place this all over the tray. So just popping this everywhere. So while I'm just doing these colours, I'll just mention that today's video is part of the Friendship Express train, and today is the themed week and it's Celestial Nights. So that's why I'm doing this lovely Northern Lights tray today. Right, let's get some more of these colours down. I'll just pop you on a quick fast forward, I think, while I do the rest of these colours, because I'm just going to be doing the same thing. Right, I think that's all the colours that I need on there. So next, let's just pop that to one side for a minute. Let's move that over as well. I've got some resin mixed up and I'm going to add to that the Almost Midnight. So let's pop some of that into there. Give that a quick little stir. And then get that into that resin. And then I'm going to give that a good mix in. Now that's all nicely mixed in, I'm going to use some 99% alcohol and give the mica powders a squirt. I want to get them covered, but not like totally dripping in it. So just giving this a good squirt. Make sure I get around those edges. I think that will probably do. And then I'm just going to go straight over the top with the resin. And hopefully that will give us some nice effects in there. Just going to go all the way around the outside edge and then fill in the entire tray. It does take quite a lot, this tray. I think I've mixed up just over 300 ml. I don't think even that was enough. I think it could have done with at least another 50 ml more maybe. So I'm just going to scrape out what I've got left in here. That would do, I think. And then I'm just going to give it a quick zap with my torch. Pop any bubbles. And then we'll leave this to cure. I think some of that alcohol's still sitting on the top there. Whoopsie daisies. Right, I'll leave that for a bit. Let me just give it a squirt instead. Let's just use the alcohol spray. Pop those bubbles that way instead. Doop. So I'll leave this to cure now, and then I'll see you back for demold. This is all cured up now, so let's pop this out, see how it's looking. pop that to one side for a minute. Let's have a look. Ooh, pretty. That's lovely. I like that. The edges is going to need some sanding. So I think I'll quickly do that. I'm just going to use a nail file and just go around those edges because they're quite sharp. So I'll do that and then I'll see you back when this is all done. That's all nice and smooth now. So next we can get the UV DTF sticker on. So I don't really like how that's got a straight line there. I don't know why they've done all this nice outside edge there and just chopped it off straight there. So I'm going to use a pair of scissors and just make that top bit wiggly like the rest of it. So I'm just going to trim this top section. Just random little squiggly bits. It's not going to match up perfectly to like the rest of it, but it'll look better than a straight line. That's better. Right, so we can get this down. Just peel off that top section. And then you only get one chance with these UV DTF stickers. Once they're down, they're down. So I'm just going to gently lower that where I want it. So there, I think. Place it down in the middle first. Then I'm going to use a squeegee just to go around the whole image. Make sure it's all making contact, except for these edges bits. They can come away with the top layer. So let's pull off this top layer now. Oh, that one's coming off nice and easy. Some of them are devils to get off. Right, so that's how it's looking at the moment. Because these UV DTF stickers are waterproof, you don't really need to do a top coat on them, but I think I will because I want to add a bit of sparkle. So I'll just get some resin mixed up and then I'll see you back in a minute. Just as I was about to mix up some more resin, I had a Temu delivery with this gorgeous little pot mould. So I thought it'd be nice if I could try and do a matching little pot to go on the side there. So I have mixed up some resin and I'm going to add to that to start with some of the Super Sparkle White from Tracy at Mini Scenes GB. So I'm going to pop a little bit of that into there and then get that mixed in. And then I'm going to do my layer on here first so I know that's done. It's only going to need a thin coat, so I'm just going to swoosh that around so it covers everywhere, and it's got that nice sparkle in there now. So I'm just going to work that all the way to the edges. Probably needs just a touch more, I think. Just add a little bit more in there. I think that will do. Let's just give it a little bit of a helping hand with my stick. Make sure it's covered everywhere. And that Super Sparkle White looks like little stars in the sky now. Pretty. Right, I think that's all covered. So let's give that a quick torch and then we can pop that to one side for a minute. So for the little pot, I'm going to split up the resin into 5 little pots. So I'll just do that. And then I'm going to add all the mica powders that I added into the tray into these separate pots. Well, I think all but one, I think. I don't think I'm adding, or am I adding them all? No, I think I am adding them all. So that's the purple and the blue. Then we've got the yellow, and then the pink. Pop that into that one. And then in the last one, I'm going to use the Create and Bloom Almost Midnight that I used. So some of that going into that last little pot there. So I'll just get these all mixed in, and then I'll see you back for the next bit. That's all my colours mixed up, and I have still got a little bit of the clear left there as well. So I'm going to start just by using some 99% alcohol. Just give that mould a bit of a squirt, and then I'm just going to randomly place in all my colours. Just dropping these in any which way, and then we'll see if we get a nice little effect at the end with these. So I'm just going to keep doing all these beautiful colours. I don't think this mould will take a lot because it's not very big. So let's just put a bit of clear in there now as well, I think. Pop some of that in there. And then some more of that blue. And purple. And some more of the pink. Some more of the blue. Yellow, a bit more of the blue. I need to make sure I save some for the lid. Put a bit of purple there. Right, let's do a bit more of that clear. Pop some of that into there. Actually, let's just fill it up with the clear. There we go. Right, and we should have enough for the lid. Give that a little squirt. Let's start with the blue again. Some of that in there. Some of the pink. Some purple. This isn't going to take much at all, so let's just make sure we get all the colours in here. Some of the yellow. Some of that blue, and then just top that off, I think, with the Almost Midnight. And I think that's, no, let's just do a little bit more. I think it can take just a fraction more. There we go. Right, okay, so we'll leave these all to cure now, and then I'll see you back for demold. These have all cured up now and ready to demold those bits, but something very odd has happened to the UV DTF sticker. I use my heating mat to cure my resin a lot of the time, and especially when I'm using UV DTF stickers, and this has never happened before, but it looks like the sticker has like maybe got too hot and melted, well not melted, but made these funny creasy lines. And it's only the sticker, because the actual resin is still lovely and smooth. So it's not the top coat, it's actually the sticker itself. Very strange. don't dislike it though. What do you think? Or do you think I should cover it up with a different sticker? Let me know in the comments what you think I should do. But yeah, it's actually like quite a nice strange effect, if that's what an effect I was going for. But yeah, very odd. Right, let's get these two out and see how these are looking. Let's get this pot out. It's a lovely little shape pot, this. Ooh, colours are lovely. Let's just get my mould in the right way. Pop that to one side. So that's the pot. That looks lovely. I love that. So that can sit on there like that. Let's see how the lid's looking. Just get those little bits off. Right, let's pop this top bit out. Oh, that's pretty as well. I like that. Oh, that's a gorgeous little pot. That's so pretty. Oh, I like that. Wow, so that's my pot and my tray. So let me know in the comments what you think I should do about this. I have got another sticker, but it doesn't match with the colours that I've used around the outside. So I'm not really keen on using that one. But yeah, I mean, like I say, I don't dislike that. Maybe it looks like lightning. I don't know. Right, so thank you ever so much for watching my video, and stay tuned for the pictures at the end. Don't forget to check out the playlist in my description box, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.
The sunlight gleaming through the pane on my little houseboat domain. Got my molds and colors bright, crafting algae day and night, floating gently on the bay, watching little fishes play. But my mind's on swirls and gleam, living out a crafty dream. Got my epoxy hardener too, mix 'em up a shade of blue, pour it slow with careful hand. Let's start resin in the land. Resin magic on the houseboat, turning plastic into gold. Little trinket, shiny new, crafted just for me and you. From a simple little